Okay, welcome guys, welcome. We're connected, so it's got green lights everywhere, so I'm assuming it's all up and running. So welcome to ChatTactic number 9, I think it is. I thought we were sort of further along than only 9 for this year anyway. I'm just doing it by year now. Because we're over a year old, I think, in terms of me doing these sessions. So anyway, it's always fun, and there's always new games to sort of have a look at. It's no exception. I've got a few little games actually. So a few things on my desktop. Sorry, it's all gone black. I just jiggle it, and then comes back the other way. So now, in my embargo section, you'll see that I've got Millennia there. So I will actually be able to cover that in the coming weeks, but it's still a week away before I'm even allowed to really talk about it. So I won't even talk about Millennia, but that is going to be something that we will be talking about over the coming weeks, because that does launch. So pretty much, I'm guessing it'll go into early access later this month. I'm assuming it'll be early access. Hi Sethel and Veering Games and CB. Hope you're all doing well. Other things we're going to talk about is I found a little game actually, which I don't know why I downloaded it. I never download free games from Steam, but I downloaded this one because just the name. I think I really like the idea of the name. Hi Michael. It's just called Feud. It's a really simple little chess type game, and it's a free game. So I thought I'd just show that as well. We're going to have Marble Run as well, of course. So I do actually have a giveaway. I've got I'll just see what my notes what I've got. I think it's another Stellaris DLC that I've got. Yes, I've got Galactic Paragons DLC for Stellaris is our giveaway for today's Marble Run, so we'll definitely get into that one. High availability, how are you going? What else have we got? We got, as I say, I've got a big long list of games I was going to talk about as well. I'll just get them on my other screen so I can sort of see what's going on here. Yeah, so there's a few new little games that I did want to talk about as well, like one of them being Feud, because I do really quite enjoy that one. Another one called Spacecraft, which I did record a video, but I forgot to actually upload it. I actually did my back in over the weekend, and so I can hardly move at the moment, which is not much fun. So I've sort of been stretching it for about the last hour, just trying to get ready for this, just so I can sort of try to stay in one position for a length of time. But it's not fun. I've got I've had, in the past anyway, I've had ruptured discs in my lower back, and yeah, I was shoveling some mulch over the weekend, and I sort of went in with a shovel and then twisted the opposite way that what you would normally do, and to put the mulch in a bag actually, and it was just the worst thing I could have done. So so I've been basically out of action for the last couple of days. So hopefully that gets better fairly soon. So what else is there that's going on? So hopefully I'm going to be able to do about 2 hours, but I'll see how I go. I did do a live stream yesterday with it as well, and I did about an hour and a half yesterday, so hopefully I can do a little bit longer today. See how we go. Other things, other games. Well, there's a lot of games that have been updated. No massive big releases, I guess, coming up this week that I know of. Maybe there are, but we'll have a look at the Steam news as well. Certainly been a lot of releases over the last week. Like I guess Keeper RL has launched this particular week. That keeps on updating as well all the time. So I'll have a bit of a look at that as well as we go through. What else is there to talk about? Just wanted to give a bit of a summary as to what's coming up. Of course, talk a little bit about Age of Wonders Planetfall. I might start off with these new games so I can get them out of the way just while I still remember them. There's another one as well which has only just launched, which I was going to do a video on, but I as I say, with my back, I didn't get around to it because it was under embargo until yesterday, I think it was. Let's have a look here. Yesterday was the embargo for it, and it's only just launched, which is Mortal Glory II. So I might just open that one up. I haven't even played it actually. I opened it up to make sure it was working. I'll just show this one here. It's quite a cool idea, and I certainly enjoyed playing Mortal Glory 1. It's a beer and pretzels type game, a game that you can play fairly quickly. Just look if it's going to load. Maybe it will. Come on, game. Here it goes. Here it goes. Right. Yeah, so I just tested it out. But if we just go to new game, and so you've got certain sorts of things in through here. I won't go through all of the different bits and pieces, but essentially it's a gladiator type game. So we'll just get started. you've got different characters and things. And so welcome to Malory II. In this game, you need to guide your team to victory in a ruthless gladiator tournament. Only the victors will get to bask in the eternal glory. Is your team worthy to become the next champion? So you're sort of building up your team all the way through. Click the chest to receive your starting items, which are different for each starting character. So we do end up with different sorts of things into here. So we just go into this one. This character was from the original one. I don't like the look of that one, actually. But anyway, what have we got? We've got a choose one skill, choose one gadget. I won't spend too much time in here. Let's do bouncy shoes, skill book, sucker punch, sweeping swing, or tackle. It's just, I'm not going to worry too much about what they're doing. The club we get, and then we get 80 gold. So that's our starting locations. You progress the game, blah blah blah, by going through different fights. So it's very much not a Darkest Dungeon, the Spire game. I forget what it's called now. Click the bag inventory to access your inventory. Yep, okay, that's down the bottom there. This must be like a tutorial. So we get to choose now. Do we have WASD? We can sort of have a bit of a look up through the progression. So we have different things where I'm guessing this is some sort of boss fight as we sort of go back up through the list until we get to the final fight. So that's the way it sort of works, and then each of the actual areas is just an actual progression. So we've got our character down through here. Inventory, as we can sort of see, each character has 4 main stats here, blah blah blah. Anyway, how do I get rid of this? How do I stop this from doing this? We'll come back to that maybe another time. But anyway, we've only got the one. This is Grima, the level 1 Minotaur. If we go into, I can rename it. Yeah, forget skill. Yeah, blah blah blah. That's okay. And so that's our starting character. So I'm just going to go and click back on that one. Bull charges its racial skill because it's a Minotaur, and it does have sweeping swing that we sort of had gotten before. So we don't have anyone else that we can go through there. We've got no one else on the roster. So we end up with a gladiator school, essentially, as it goes through. Not sure what this one does. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's all right. All right, so we'll quit out of there and just do one of the fights. Let's do this one. It's got 3 branches that go off. So, Heroes of Dark Realm versus Warmongers of Desecration. Before the battle, you can see your opponents. Yeah, make sure that's okay. What have they got? Win to loot. We'll just go and fight. Yeah, slay the spire. There we go. Thanks, Roger. So you've got, like, over time, you then have to sort of build it all up. Now, this character through here is nowhere near as strong as us. He's got the same... Even everything is lower than us, actually. So this, of course, is just a tutorial type battle. But essentially, what you're doing, you got to make. It's better when you've got like the various groups. Now, how do I do this? I forgot how to do it. I move. So I just give them actual orders. Now, if we had ranged units or mages and stuff like that, we'd then be able to make use of the terrain. He's going to come forward. And it looks like we had some sort of reaction shot against him. Just smash him in through there. Yeah, we're just going to... I mean, this is very, very basic, but you get the idea. There we go. So we win. So it's very, very much a beer and pretzels type game. Very, very simple. What did we win? Choose one weapon. Okay, so we've got the Crystal Dagger. +2 magic damage. I've already got a club. Do the magic. I'll just grab that one there. All right, and that's sort of the way the progression then works. So we're moving into melee range. You have an enemy. Yeah, blah blah blah. That's okay. Attacking in melee, all characters. Yeah, so it's just still going through the tutorial. Come on, get out of the tutorial. Just pick up a bit of gold there as well. We'll just go and leave. Now, so we need to then go and sort of cool down, essentially. Like, you know, we've still got all of our hit points, which is fine. We should be able to get someone else in the roster now. Not sure how we do that. It's not coming through. Anyway, I just wanted to show you very, very briefly the way it does work. I was going to sort of, as I say, do some content on it, but I didn't actually get time, so I'm just going to leave that one there. I'll abandon this run, quit. But it's a pretty nice little game. Very, very simple little sort of, as I said, beer and pretzels type game. But we'll just quit out of that one. Okay, so that is Immortal Glory 2, which you may want to have a look at if you're just looking for something very, very quick and easy to play. I'll just get rid of a few of these little games and just go through them. The other one that I did pick up just from Steam, it was free on Steam, is just Feud, which I quite like the idea of. This one's got a very, very simple mechanic, and all it is, and I'll just play with random. You got sort of like random AIs. Oh, hang on, no, you've got to choose one of these. Anyway, I'll choose aggressive, and we'll just play it on easy mode. It's not the easiest game. So what happens here is the enemy is now set up their area like this, and wherever we decide, when we click on a square down here, we're placing our king, which then dictates the whole layout of everything. Each of these characters, each of them do different things. So the king gets one shot at something that's next to it, if it's next to it. The archers can fire anything in the same row or column, so they can just one shot. So they just choose a target. The healer can actually heal anything that's sort of like right next to it, and then the wizard can fire. I forget how the wizard works actually. I don't bother using it. The knights are interesting because they can actually then go and fight anything. Like they've got 2 attacks. They can only attack one unit once, but they can, if there's 2 units next to them, they can attack each of the 2 units. The shield unit is just for protection, so it doesn't do too much. So it just sits there basically, and is essentially just a unit that is, it just moves around, basically. So we'll choose our layout. Now I can either go and place it so that you can see how it's changing as we go through. Just have a quick look and see if we can. I don't really want the knights in the middle there. I'll do that layout. Now the idea here is that you're supposed to, like the pips are the health that you got on each unit. The kings, if you killed off the king, you win. If you make it so that they can't do a move, you win. And all you're doing is, I'll just go and select that one. So there's a switch phase and then an attack phase. Now they're going after my healer, which I don't mind so much. Now I'm going to move this one up. What that then does is it isolates this unit. I can no longer use that unit. It's stuck where it is. And so it's just going to be there, but that was a switch phase, and now I have my active phase, and my knight actually has now 2 units that can attack next to it. This one also can't be used unless they switch across and get it all so that it sort of matches back up again. I'm just going to go and click this one, do 1 shot against the wizard, and 1 shot against the knight. And that's it for my turn. They then switch. That's now activated this one because they've now got units next to it. And they're going after my my healer here. Now I'm going to go and isolate this one here. I'm going to switch this way. And that way I've got, when I do hit this one, I'm going to hit this one again. And then the wizard again. So the wizard's nearly gone. That one's now isolated. No, it's not, because he's now moved back, meaning this one can now have a shot. He's now destroyed my healer. And I'm just going to keep on doing the same thing again, because I can now kill off his wizard. So using the knights is good, because you do get the 2 shots. Okay. Now they've swapped around, not for any real reason. Sometimes you just need to waste time. And so this guy here is actually now in a bit of a bad position. What I can do here is actually move this one across, because these are now all connected. I can then re-isolate this one, so we don't get to use that one. But I can then go and kill off this guy, and then start to do damage against this one here. So it's a very simple game. Both of these I can't use. They're going after my king now. So they're going with this archer. So what I'm going to do is I can actually go through now and actually use this to isolate the archer. So I can actually go and select in my switch phase. I can move that one up. Because these are all next to each other, I can still make use of these. So anything, as long as they're connected, they can be used. This one can't get a shot unless they switch back. There we go. We've nearly got rid of their second knight as well. Yeah, so that one can still fire, so it fired at my king. And only got one more shot left there. Yeah, they're going to move back again. Okay, so I've got to figure out the best way to do this. I can get rid of the knight, but the knight's not critical. It's this one here now that's the problem. I'm going to move my king across. Oh, hang on, I can't switch. I'll switch that way. And then I'll still use the knight here to then do the attack. Kill that one off. So it's a bit like checkers. It's actually a fairly cool little game. They're still either going after this one. That was okay. So now I've got to... I've only got one shots now all the way through. Oh, I can't switch with that. Okay. We can switch that one. Kill off the knight. And then start to do damage this way. I can isolate that. I can pretty much isolate everything. Except for these two. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move this one and isolate those. Neither of these can now be used. Not sure how I use this one at all. I think one can just teleport somewhere else. But there's nothing that can really hit that one unless they... The only thing I can do is just keep on flipping back and forwards in through here. Your action. Come on, why can't I do anything? Ah, that one's isolated. Damn it. Alright, so all I can do is just go after their king. And that's all I can do. So just leave that one where that is. Hi Cat, saying, this is called Feud, this game, just a cheap little game. So I can't move those. I can't switch with that one just yet. I'm going to have to do that one next turn. These can't move. That's all I can really do, is to isolate these. Let's just go and hit this one. Actually, no, what I'll do is I can't use those. I can only use this one. This is the only one I can actually do anything with. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's okay. I thought that was mine. Now I'm going to isolate their king. And I've now won the game because they can't move. And so that's what I should have done last time, actually, because I did actually have that one already, I think. Well, no, I had to isolate the other one as well. Anyway, so basically that was the way the game is played. It's actually a very nice, fun little quick game, but it's quite strategic. So it's pretty good. It does have like an online mode as well. So that's just Feud. I thought I'd just show it because I was pretty impressed with just the mechanics of it, to be honest. I thought it was a very, very clean little game. So yeah, that's that one through there. All right, so next game, Spacecraft. I'll just get these little games out of the way, and we can talk about the bigger games. King can't move and you win. So chess. The king. No, it's not that the king can't move. If they had any unit that could move, they would have been able to keep on going. But because they couldn't, because they had no units next to each other at that stage. Now it's just on easy mode, but it was I've lost on easy mode and a won on easy mode. It's been but I have enjoyed the game. So it's hi JK, how you going? And hi Chris. I don't think I said hi before. And saying good evening from Norway. Good evening back. In Australia, a goog is an egg. So an egg evening to you as well. I don't know if they're called googs anywhere else, but that's in Australia. That's what an egg is called. In Australiana. Anyway, we've got the. I'll show you Spacecraft. This is a physics, a little sort of physics puzzle game, which is quite good fun actually. And this only just launched as well, just in the last couple of days, and it's been enjoyable to play, actually. I'm a little way past the start. Bubo's saying, I would watch your Zero C vid today. You're endearingly awful at the game like me. Yeah, it's good fun. It's a fun game. Even though I'm terrible at it. So you got, so what spacecraft is essentially is, we'll just go back into campaign mode. And, I can't resume. I've got to do a new game. That's interesting. Okay, because I was playing the early access game. That's what it would be. So I'll just go into new game. So it has now, and so what happens here, I won't play it for very long. But you've essentially, you've got like this other, you've got Dr. Jekyll trying to help you through from, and this is like a tutorial planet. So even though we can do anything we like, we still have to do it on this particular planet. So we need to control the spaceship. It's just WASD. Sort of a bit stuck in there. So there's all sorts of junk and that sort of all over the place. Follow the blue arrow, so it's around the other way. Whoops. As you get close to the gravity, like gravity does play a role in this, which is quite cool. Now we're damaging our ship every time I do anything. Like when I bump into stuff, it's there we go. Just had to go through that singularity there. You want to avoid that. I mean, it just bumps into you. So it's like a... this planet's got a lot less gravity than the one that we just came from. So this is where we can then fix our so we can just do the repairs, etc. But it's a pretty fun little game. It's quite... again, it's one of these games that you can play for a couple of minutes. Land again. Okay, we can now do an upgrade. So we've got like docking arms. It does a nice job of explaining things as you go. And so it's now telling us we've got to come over here and start to move some stuff out of the way. If you're unsure, you can click on this little monitor, and it just tells you, remove the obstacle at the gas station. So so even though it's open world-ish, now I've got to press space to activate this thing. There we go. We now need to refuel, so we just need to come back in and land in here. So it's just WASD keys with a few keyboard shortcuts. Now we refuel, we've got like this energy crystals. And so we use that to repair and also get our fuel. Now what else do we have to do? Purchase a crystal energy converter. So we have to go back here again. So that green thing is just a satellite that sort of goes around the location. So upgrade, go to the next one, energy converter. So this allows us then to suck the energy out of things. I'll just get to a point where we can sort of at least zip around the place so I can show you a little bit more. This is called Spacecraft with a K, not C. So Spacecraft. It's fun though. It's a fun. I actually quite enjoy these little games. Now we've got to go off and find things in space. Whoa, move out of the way, otherwise that will actually bash into you. So while we're just doing the tutorial, we're just going to do this. Oops, press space. There we go. Then we just press the C key to drain it all out of there, and just press space again. Again, we don't want to be damaging the ship too much. There's another satellite. So just watch out for that green thing when it does come through. Upgrade again. Get the rope, which we use we use that with the down, so we're getting a little bit more exposed with stuff. So it's actually, I don't think it had as much of these limitations that when I had. This is actually better than what it was before. You need to press the down arrow to get that to then work. I need to press space when it's on the thing. There we go. Tutorial complete. Just press the down arrow again and we got the rope. So we can now do whatever we like in the actual game itself, within reason. We still have to get off the planet. Anyway, I won't go through it all. If we go to mission control, I'll just go back into, just press the M key. This then brings up essentially the same thing. So find the contact station, descend to the landing port and make use of the station. So it just goes through what we have to do, but we don't have to do it. Like I can, if I wanted to, I can zip off. It won't let me out of the system because we don't know of any other systems yet. But I can if I wanted to go off, and eventually we can just go anywhere we like. But it does take a bit of time. There we go. So the only planet I have available to me, I can't go to the Iron Planet, I can't do any of the other planets, but all of these will become unlocked as we play the game. So this is where we started, back on Paradox Planet, and we're now on Boot Camp Planet. We then go to Iron Planet, and then sort of back in from there. So there's a big progression with the actual game itself. So it's pretty cool. And then we have to get off. What we have to do is unlock Iron Planet next, and to do that we need to. There's a whole series of things we need to do on Boot Camp Planet. So that just bring. So we can't escape the system. But essentially, you just fly up, and then you get into the actual system itself. And there's things like floating around, like the stuff up through. I won't spend too much more time in it, but it's just a little physics puzzle game. You know, like you've got junk in here now. You have to clear all this junk out of the way at some point. Just to, there's a satellite that you need to. You need the satellite working to be able to get off. You know, get the other planets exposed. But to do that, before you do that, you've got other things you need to do as well. So there's TNT. If you use the TNT, that will blow up and damage your ship. See, we've already just even just with little bumps around and stuff. I'm still actually struggling a little bit with certain things. If we just go back down to the planet again. Yeah, the gravity's pretty cool the way it does work. Yeah, so this one here, I need to ultimately get the ropes and stuff. So that's a piece of rope. I'm not sure where I've got to put it. I think it's back over here. Yeah, that's that one. Oops. Anyway, I won't keep on playing it, but let's bring that one through. Anyway, it's an interesting game. So anyway, that's Spacecraft. I'll just leave it there. Save the game. You do have, if you do die, you do have checkpoints. So you just start from the last checkpoint that you did. So I'll just exit out. And that's pretty cool. That's good. Okay, so yeah, the version I had before, this one actually unlocked, was a demo version, but it's a fun little game. Okay, geez, I've missed a lot of the comments here, guys. So, yeah, an excellent evening to you, says Sithel. There we go. Yeah, so the game is Spacecraft with a K, so that's the one. But yeah, it's a fun little game. So Michael's then saying, it reminds me of a game I once played on the Amiga, I forgot its name. Rota, says Dissandra. I don't know Rota. And Kat's saying, this looks like an old game that was a CD called Kids of Wingcube, but the one you go to planets and build bases. I'm not sure. Yeah, so Spacecraft, sorry, it's the craft is with the K, so it's SPACEKRAFT. That's it through there. So Dissandra is saying your Spacecraft, cool. Yep, there we go. So Kat's saying it's the same game. Reminds me of Oids. I don't know that one either, Bubo. So we'll check it out. It looks fun. It was. I saw it actually. I was just going through coming games and noticed it there. And there's a lot of crafting games coming out, like TerraTech and things like this coming this month. And I was just interested to see what else there was around, and that one sort of popped up as one that you do have to sort of just with physics move it around, which which was pretty cool. As I say, it's a nice little quick little. You can play it for like 5 minutes and just try to progress one more thing and then go back to the other one. Could also be thrust, says Michael. Yeah, I don't know that one. Okay, so Chris is saying, have you had a chance to play Stellaris Nexus yet? I haven't yet. No, I haven't. It's still just sort of sitting there without me actually getting to it. I've got to give that one a go. Got a lot of games like that, like Songs of Six as well. I've got to get into that one as well. That looks like it's improving and improving. Okay, so hi Silbercall, how you going? And Kat's saying Aztec Media Kids. Yeah, I don't know that one at all. Hi ZXM, and Kat's saying played that one when I was small. It's a cool game. They updated it. And Desangri is saying this game reminds me a bit of another game. Yeah, Adios Amigos. That one rings a bell. Yeah, that one rings a bell. That was a physics one too, wasn't it? That was what, from about 5 years ago, I think. Adios Amigos. I do remember that one. Yeah, so anyway, I thought I'd just show those little games. Now, Zero Sievert, I've started to play this again because, and I'll do a run of that as well, just so you can sort of see Zero Sievert. It's a pretty astoundingly good game, I've got to say. So I'll open this one up. I did do a live stream on it yesterday, and because they've just updated the way that they actually have set up the reticules for the actual aiming. So they've completely sort of redone the like the way that you then shoot in the game. I'll just resume the game that I'm playing. So what I've got into here is I've just got my character. I'll just go back into the base. If I press shift, I can then sort of run around. So when you come into the base, you've got different people you can communicate with. That's like the barman. You can buy and sell things in through there. Back in through here is your actual base. I have built in this case an ammo area. If you go and press, I press M. That's the easiest way I can do it, and then press escape. I think it may be V to do this one. But you've then got your base itself, and so if you've got different modules, like I've got, for example, this module here is where I've got my ammo area. Let's just make this one into sort of like I was going to do a gymnasium, so I can start to sort of set things out in this little area. So if I go to gymnasium, was going to be one of the things I was going to select. I can't actually install it because I don't actually have the gymnasium yet. Although it says I do. But I don't actually have it there. I'll do the bedroom as well. So I'll just go and do I'll do the bedroom down in here. Install. And so these are preparing it for it. So it's interesting. Again, I thought I'd just sort of show it as something that has to be sort of then done. I won't do the actual mission, but you see there's nothing else there. What I need to do is I need to go to this crafting bench and go into the modules. Now I can get myself, I've got enough stuff for a shooting range if I wanted to. So I've got all the equipment required for that one. But what I need, for example, the gym. If I go back into the gym, I need more light bulbs. Anything in red is what I still need, and I need a fan. So I think I've got 1 or 2 fans. So I think I need one more light bulb. And similarly for the bedroom, all I need for the bedroom, it requires 2 light bulbs. The only thing I really need though is the pillow, and I can keep track of these. So I can track anything required for this particular build. I can get multiple. So I've got both of those set on track, just so that when I see the loot, it's going to then come up. I did have that one on track. I did have that one on track. I don't want that one on track. So you can also just go into, like, for example, ammunition. Like I think I'm tracking this one here, so I can get the crafting stuff. So I've tracked that. This is my main ammunition for my main gun. Not that I can do it yet, but I will eventually. So you can sort of set up anything that you might need. You can then track. So when you go in and do the actual missions, you can then see what's going on. I didn't really make much sense of that, but it was cool having doing a live stream, because people then are telling you, oh, you should be doing this, should be doing that, and that was one of the things. I wasn't doing that all that effectively. I have fed him, given him some drink, rested him up, and he's got full hit points. So let's just go and do a quick mission. So just go to, I want to leave, go back to, this is the easiest one. This is just the forest. And we do actually have a mission that we're supposed to do inside the actual village that's there, but it may be a bit too difficult for us. I'll just try to get off the map and try to get some loot as we go. So we've got like a rainy day here at this point in time. seeing a lot of fans in here. This is an amazing little game. Now, this is quite dark and dull because of the... I just want to make sure there's nothing around me. Quite often you'll hear things. I just like to go a little bit off the map and then just do an M and just see where I've got to get to. I've got to get off the map either there or there. Either one would be fine. The mission we have is in here. So I'm not going to worry about that one. Just press M again and we'll just go back off. So let's just make our way across. I'll just tackle whatever I can find on the way there. So I'll just move up. You don't know where things actually are in the game. There we go. We just found ourselves a little cottage. Cottages usually don't have people around them, and you'll then find loot boxes in through here. So I'm just going to go and grab the loot. It's still live even when you've got this open, so just be aware of that. Cigarettes are worth a bit, chocolate's worth a bit. The others aren't worth all that much, so I'm just going to leave them where they are. Sometimes there's stuff hidden in these areas, but nothing much there at the moment. Let's just move out. Often there's radiation around these sorts of things. Yep, a little bit of a Geiger counter click. There's wolves, we want to avoid them. Whoa. Hunters. Up this way, we can see the light. Oh no. Yes, there is. Who is it? There was someone else up there. Killed both of them. Just do a reload. You don't want to stay in the same position. Now they were bandits. Just check and make sure there's no one else around. Okay, let's go and loot. Just get the escape key ready. Let's just control click to bring all of those across. Now the radiation, there's a bit of radiation in here. This is loot as well. This is like a toolbox. Because we're going to be leaving, I'll just go and grab everything, and then we can also, the birds will then fly to where there's bodies. But if you turn the grass down, which is what I've done, I think I can show you in here. If I go to settings and then go to, is it video? Yeah, grass amount. This by default is up around here somewhere, so I just put it down to 0.2. That does make it a lot easier then to sort of see what's going on. Now, I'm just going to click on what I want. I'm actually going to start taking a lot of stuff because we're right near the exit. Oops. Heard a gun. Off to the right somewhere. Wasn't us. Let's just go back. Just grab bandages and stuff. Grab the weaponry. See how radiation is now kicking up? Becoming a bit of a problem. It's all stuff that's old. Shorn off shotgun. We've got a weight limit as well. Just got to find. Let's have a quick look at the map. Here we go. We're right close to the edge. There it is. So leaving in a few seconds. So we don't have to do missions. We can just go in and just do that. That's enough. And then we come back with more experience. We survive. We get you've made like 13,000 ruples in that little run. So it's but it's a cool little game. So it is really, really quite good. Yeah, so this one here is Zero Sievert. So what I can then just do is I can just come back in. Now, our radiation is bad. So I can take radiation because we were in that little area where the bandits were. Sometimes they don't actually have all that. So I can then start to trade off what I don't want. So I'm going to trade the cigarettes. We got chocolate, didn't we? Yep. And these are more expensive cigarettes. So these I can sell these for 2,000. Those sort of cigarettes in through there. So these ones here only sell for 254. This one's for 297. The bug spray for 170. Canned beans I'll keep for my own food. Got batteries which we don't really need at this stage. Even the weaponry I can sort of I can sell them this for 1,000. This is pretty shitty little stuff. The wrench for 34. I think I'll just keep it. And so this is where we can then just sort of go back and think, okay, look, that's great. We'll make that deal for 5,000. The radiation is not going to be a real big problem. Oh, hang on, tasting blood. We are actually. So what we'll do is we'll go to the medical area. Yep, nose is bleeding. So F. Heal me. Get the health and heal the radiation. There we go. So it costs us a bit there to get healed. Yeah, repair armor. So you can do this one. Now that's going to cost me a fair bit. I think I'll leave that one go and I'll use what I can find if it's going to be any sort of problem. This one will eventually have a task for us, but we don't have a task there, so you can get missions from these different guys. So we're now healed up. I probably should have just got the radiation, not worry about the healing, because we didn't have that much danger happening our way. But that radiation that we picked up from where we were was the problem. So these guys here, you'll find these in the wild. These are the Green Army. So I can now just go back to my stash. F, and I've just got I've unlocked a few different areas in through here. So just the stuff we don't need to be taking, like this stuff, all of this stuff can just go. A lot of this will just be stock standard. I've got sort of like building materials back in through here, so I'll just get rid of those in there. And I'll just go down a bit further down. Just ditch all the other stuff. Alright, so that's essentially, so it's quite involved what you can actually do in the game itself. If I just go back into the crafting, did we get enough for anything else? No, still don't have enough. So, yeah, still don't have enough light bulbs for that one there. The bedroom, it's only the pillow. We just need to find, I think, one more pillow. We need 4 of those, so if we go and have a bit of a look. Now, the sorting is new to the game. Like, they do actually have, you can sort by type, which will then sort of sort things around. So each one of these you can just go back in. Unfortunately, it doesn't allow you to sort easily between the different stashes. So again, you can see there I've got a pillow there on a different page. Sort by type. I've got nothing in level 5 at this stage. I'll just move that one across to there for now. Actually, I might just bring some of these across. These are sort of in the wrong spot. Bring these in. Yeah, the inventory still needs a bit of work. Some of these things, like it looks like 15 might be the limit. So that's got like 11 with 15 and 14. Is that? Yeah. Is that so? It doesn't clean up. Where's another one that's got less? I'm not seeing it there, but these you can start to sort of. You should be able to sort of clean these up. So the inventory is heading in the right direction, but it's not there yet. I've got 3 pillows. I've got all the dumbbells that I require. So you just find these things in the wild. I can also go back and trade for that. Like if I wanted to build that bedroom, I can go back in and trade with this guy. And he's got a whole heap of stuff. So he's got all this stuff, but I can go to specific areas as well. Like and get, things it's going to cost me a fair bit to get these, but I can still get them. And what else have you got? Different armor. Some of these we can't actually use ourselves just yet. Ammo. Yeah, heap of stuff in there. Yeah, so there's no pillows or anything that he has. Anyway, that's just press escape. But it's a really cool little game. It's really good fun. It's It works very, very well. Now, there's no easy way to tell what time of day it is, except for going outside. I can't remember if it's morning or night time. I think it was still morning. Anyway, that's Zero Sievert. Yeah, really just improving and improving all the time. Still in early access. So just exit, save progress, and quit. So yeah, they just brought out the 0.4 version of the game. So but it's pretty brutal. There we go. So Kat's saying I started playing Atom, the RPG. Yeah, I've got that somewhere on the desktop. I may have uninstalled it actually. I find those. I don't like that they got the set map. Oh, that's the other thing too. There was mentioned last week that what would it be under? Probably under space. Yeah, Cogmind has just had a big update as well. I haven't played much of it for a long time, but that's actually another one of those sorts of roguelike type games. Maybe we'll go into Steam and have a bit of a look at some of these games that have actually come out. So if we go to Cogmind, Cogmind always gets updated, but this is sort of like a major update. And so if we go back to where their news is, still early access. It's been in early access for a long time, but it does rate very, very highly. 94%, 94% in through there. So the new stuff that they've got is, let's go to their news area. Where are you? Oh, actually, there it was down the bottom there. So yeah, beta patch 13. So essentially, this has got different notifications and things. I won't go through it all, but there's if you do play Cogmind, this is a fairly major update that they've just brought in. So just at the end of February. So essentially, this last week. Yeah, so this is, but it's quite an interesting game, and even the way that the graphics have been done in it, like the developer has done a great job of just he's using ASCII essentially, but in a really, really interesting way. So it's quite a nice game, like really, really quite a cool game. Yeah, so Sticky Wicket's saying that Cogmind could have been released 5 or 6 years ago and been an S-class roguelike, yet the dev keeps on adding features, which is, I quite like that. I mean, Dwarf Fortress had the same thing as well. Like Dwarf Fortress, I think, will always be in early access. It's just really cool. Oh, that's the other thing too. Actually, I haven't checked it out, but DF Hack has just had another update as well, I noticed. And that usually brings in some more functionality. Let's go to the store page. DF Hack. There we go. This is a must-have if you're playing Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, so this release is compatible with all versions of Dwarf Fortress, Steam, Itch, and Classic. There we go. Please report. So what are the highlights of this one? Highlights are extended notification and quick zoom panel. So one thing I always look for is a better way for them to handle combat. But I don't know if this would do that. I've got a funny feeling they may already have something that helps with the combat. So it's yeah, I'm not sure how that one sort of then works. There are some things in the game that don't notify you about, despite being very useful to know. The DF Hack notification panel fills in those gaps. So when agitated creatures enter the map, okay, that's cool. Clicking on this notification will zoom you to the first. Oh, that's nice. You can zoom to each agitated creature in turn by repeatedly clicking on the notification or hitting the enter key. When invaders or other hostiles enter the map, you can zoom to each individual hostile, just like you can for agitated creatures. When a production mandate is nearing its deadline and someone will soon be punished for violating the mandate, clicking on the notification will open the noble screen so you can see what you're supposed to be producing. It will be an icon in angry red. When a dwarf is in a strange mood, the notification will tell you what stage of the mood they're in. Finding workshop, gathering materials, that's pretty cool actually. It will tell you if they can't find what we're looking for or are otherwise stuck. Now there is a way for it also to find out exactly what it does want, because they do hide that. When you have agreed to build a guild hall or temple but have not done so yet, click on the notification, give you details about what you agreed to build. This is really quite nice actually. When a merchant finishes unloading goods and is ready to trade, clicking on the notification will zoom you to the trade depot. When a unit is starving or stranded, clicking on the notification will zoom you to the units. When a courier mysterious creature enters the map that will seek to steal your stuff. Yeah, that's cool as well. If there are notifications you'd rather not see, click on the gear icon and turn them off, I guess. So that's nice. Gee, they do some good stuff. And just more bug fixes as well. Animal alignment. Okay, that's interesting as well. So more sort of more things you can do with them as well. Wow, this looks actually really, really cool. Toggle the animal designations from the animal info sheet. Yep, so that's for butcher. I don't know if that's... I thought that was there already, actually. Reviewing the info sheet for an animal, you now get a small panel that allows you to mark or unmark the animal. Okay, yeah, there we go. It is just a bit different. You had to do it in a different way. Announcements, PSAs, yep, that's okay. Change logs, yep, that's okay. New features. They still haven't done Legends exports. So, I mean, they've got an export Legends making progress. So this is miscellaneous improvements. Crisply smooth over the entire export and increase precision of progress percentage. So it's building that one through there. What's missing from the export Legends is the maps that we used to be able to export as well. And so that's basically now gone at this stage. But I think that with the adventure mode, that will become important. And so I'm assuming that the reason they don't have the export maps is because the game itself doesn't have that. And when they bring that back in again, I'm thinking that the export Legends will then go and export all the maps of all of the little villages and things as well, which would be really, really cool. So ZXM is saying, I love watching you stream Dwarf Fortress in difficult terrain. Vegan is the best. ZXM is actually vegan, if you didn't know that. He's vegan on Twitch, and ZXM here on YouTube. Vegan's wonderful, isn't he? He's absolutely wonderful. He gets up to all sorts of stuff. So Chris is saying the only early access game I have is Songs of Conquest, and judging by the quality of it, I expect great things ahead. I find that in most cases the early access games are fine, and I feel like some of them I feel sorry for that they don't come back to, and I'm thinking of Mighty Empires. Like I don't even know if that's it would still be considered early access. Now they haven't abandoned it. I just hope they do come back to it. Like it's been a couple of years, so it sort of is abandoned. But I feel sorry because the guys that were doing it thought it was going to be more successful. So, like they did, like you've got a playable game. It's just not finished, you know. So it's just, yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to sort of know what's going on there. Anyway, we'll just quit out of that one. So DF Hack, Dwarf Fortress, of course. You know, like I can't play Dwarf Fortress without DF Hack. It's done such a great job of that one. So one game that hurt because it got abandoned was Towns. Towns is just a little building one, isn't it? I thought that was finished. If it's maybe I'm getting the wrong game. Go made a patch for the game to finish it and posted in mod DB. That was it. Yeah. Okay, so saying a game I hated. Catson saying a game I hated. The gameplay was Against the Storm. The game was so repetitive, not even with cheats. I disagree. That was for me the best of the city builders I've ever played. I can't think of another city builder that's as good as that, to be honest. I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum as far as Against the Storm is concerned. That's another game I do want to get back and play, just because it's procedural. It's so every time you play it, it's completely different. So I mean, you're saying it's repetitive. I can't see that. It's the only city builder that's played procedurally. So every other city builder I find repetitive, except for that one, because you've got different objectives, also everything is different in Against the Storm. I think Against the Storm is an exceptional game. Yeah, so I'm 180 degrees away from your thoughts about that one. Anyway, let's go back through the other games that sort of have come out this week, or the things that have certainly sort of launched this week. We'll just go back to the store page and go and have a look at where should we start? Solum Infernum. That's just had another big update that's just come out today, I think. I don't know what the update addresses. What a great game this is. Actually, how's it going? It's got a fair few people playing, 88%. That's good. I actually expected the actual reviews to be more like 75. So I'm actually really happy for them that they've got such high reviews, because it's not an easy game. And these sorts of games, often people don't respond well to them because it's not immediately intuitive to play, so it's quite difficult. But yeah, no, it's really awesome. What this the actual game itself. I've got to play more of this. Yeah, so we'll have a quick look. This is a live patch. Yep, so this one just came out. The Devils, yeah. So okay, so looks like it's fairly big. It was quite a big patch to come in. Please note there is a server update needed for this hotfix. So if you're experiencing it, yeah, that's okay. That's going to be for multiplayer. Excited that Solum Infernum has resonated with in the hearts and minds, not soul. Now those that have been sold of so many awesome folks. Seeing our community flourish, and grow as you all mega mind backstab each other has been surprisingly awesome. And a great honour, that's nice. Today we have come bearing gifts of your first patch. So similar to our recent hot fixes, this patch is jam full of bug fixes, adjustments to strings, quality of life tweaks, etc. But don't let it fool you. The team has been working incomprehensibly hard on getting this out of the gate so rapidly after launch. And it is actually very, very fast. We do want to take this moment to note, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We'll just go through that one. So what have they done? Bunch of fixes and quality of life improvements in this one, but most notably UI scanning is now functional in the game. Thanks for your yeah, this was one that I did test early on, and I did report this. There was things would miss, they'd go off the screen if you were playing with the user interface. Platform, an infernal news feed has appeared. This will allow us to message you all directly in game when the need arises. The game would at times fail to launch. Yeah, that was that's something there. Settings, UI scaling is back. That's good. Fix the game ignoring windowed mode settings when booting up and refresh rate. That's okay. These are just all fixes. I'm going to try to send all their legions on crusade, and it will now attempt to take captured strongholds like any other place of power. Will now prioritise tormenting their nemesis over opportunistic diplomacy. Improved upkeep, improved Titan, improved board targeting and lead. Oh, this is good. This is one thing that I really didn't like. Improved constraint evaluation to prevent AI wasting actions. Improved late game performance of AI against winning candidates. That's good. Fixing the issue where AI would not use redeploy. Increased AI's desire to upgrade prophecy. Slightly decrease the AI's chance to accept demands. This is exceptional that they've been able to do this so fast, to be honest. I'm actually really, really heartened by this. The fact that they're actually using their pathfinding changes is like that's often not an easy little thing to fix. So it's really quite cool. Removed orders for event cards that are no longer selected. Invalidate event card orders to event cards you don't control. Yep, that's okay. User interface. Yes, this is just all fixing the different user interface things. Turn logs. Yeah, it's all okay. We want to play it now. Wow, this is good stuff. Visualization. First, we want to say a massive thank you. Okay, wow, this is incredible. What an incredible patch. From the discussions you've all had online and feedback you've delivered, we found the biggest AI-related pain points are the AI doesn't focus on prestige generation enough and openly dumps prestige. And yeah, people were complaining about this, where they would actually spend prestige when they could have won the game, especially in the end game, yeah, resulting in large prestige disparities between humans and AI. The AI will often engage in clearly doomed combat, commonly failing vendettas miserably. Yes, I've seen that as well. The AI spends their orders on low-impact tasks like spamming rituals using decoy stratagems. The AI will murk itself by engaging in obviously terrible idea combats or by moving in fruitless directions, like into lava. The AI doesn't collaborate or pull away from the others. So this is getting our full attention, highest priority moving forward. So this still needs work. Okay, so yeah, okay. All right, so this, what they've done already, like a backup wherever it was, is really quite cool. That is good. Excommunication, yep, that'll be okay. Encyclopedia and rules. I thought they'd done a great job of the encyclopedia, to be honest. I think that's be interesting to see what they do. Also heard you with map generation at times. While the goal was interesting, asymmetry and layout, the current map generation can err on the extreme end of that asymmetry and create the perception that easy breaking winners or isolated lone wolves out on the abysmal plains are the intention of our design. They are not. We're on it. Okay, that's cool. They're being very, very open with what they're doing, which is fantastic. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, this is really heartening to see this much patch, this much patched in such a quick time, like basically a week and a bit after launch. Like that's exceptional. Okay, so I'll just skim past a few of these. Okay, so because it's saying after Townsend Namori, the one 2D dwarf game I can't remember the name of, I got really soured on early access City Civ Builders. Namori had got finished, didn't it? Or is that still early access? I didn't play it very much. Okay, so Katzen saying, I've got a demo of Solum Infernum. It crashes after I choose a guy and start the game. I guess it hates my hardware. I think it's my graphics card because it's a bit old. Yeah, I had massive crashes back in the day. I had the crashes were terrible actually in the early versions of Solum Infernum, but I haven't had a crash for a while. And Onyx saying, new Shadow Empire run when? Well, it's one of these things where I've now got to start thinking in terms of how I can make the YouTube algorithm work for me and not against me. And I'm trying to do the things that are going to take more than about 10 episodes to record, to do them as like live streams, and maybe continue them on Twitch, do something like that, because it doesn't matter on Twitch. You don't get punished for other than people not watching what you're doing. But in Twitch, like just from a business perspective, Twitch is you got a bit more flexibility. You're playing for longer. But one thing I have noticed is that my live streams that I've been doing on different games have actually been getting reasonable views, and so I'm sort of heartened to be able to then, instead of doing a Let's Play series, to do a live stream series. And so instead of doing like half-hour blocks and having like 30 episodes of half-hour blocks, which is essentially like it might be 15 to 20 hours worth of actual gameplay. If I split them up into 3-hour live streams, I've then only got a handful of videos that I'm actually playing, so that I'm actually showing. So YouTube doesn't punish me as much for that. So I hate that YouTube does this one. It's really such a pain in the ass, because you've got to manage, like when you're trying to get YouTube to reward you for what you're doing, you've got to just play their game 100%, which is a really big pain in the ass. And I don't look much at the analytics as to what's going on, but it is important. So sort of unfortunately, I don't think I'll do a normal Let's Play. What I'm thinking of doing with some of these is to start off in a doing intro videos as a curated video, maybe playing the first turn or something, where and doing that sort of stuff, and then playing extended periods of live stream, and then coming back and do single videos again, maybe as catch-ups or whatever else it might actually be, just to sort of have it so that it's sort of, because I don't think people care much about, whether they're like what they're watching in a live stream as much as what they do in a normal video. In a normal video, they want to be entertained all the time, which doesn't happen a lot with these sort of games, because quite often there's slow periods. Anyway, it's a hard one to answer. Luigi's then saying Shadow Empire needs to be streamlined its user interface, so it's not required to open 20 subscreens to find something. It's just unwieldy. Yes, it is. Spending most of your time navigating UIs rather than planning is sad. I think it's just the nature of the beast, and it's certainly much better than what it was, to be honest. And it's certainly much better than the previous games that they had come from. Although I've got to say that the Decisive Campaigns games, I find the user interface on those fairly exceptional, to be honest. And it actually, Shadow Empire did come from that one. And Sean is then saying, I can't believe there's no RimWorld DLC yet. I'm not sure what you mean by that, because there's heaps of it. There's heaps of, like, the DLC for RimWorld has been quite exceptional. That's another game I've got to do more streaming of. I haven't played that for a long time. I'll probably be going back and playing more of Solum Infernum now that they're making these changes. I might leave it another week or so and then come back and do more of that as well. I love playing Solum Infernum. Such an awesome game. Like, it really is incredible. Like, and playing the game all the way through to the end, it actually has got, like, each phase of the game feels very, very different. So Chris is then saying, I'd love to get into Dominion 6, but the price is just too steep. That's an incredible game as well. That's another game I've got to get. I've got so many games I've got to get back into. Just haven't got to them. Dominion 6 is that's also had more updates. What we might do is I might just open up my actual Steam area. Just go backwards a little bit. Trying to get it so it's not showing the. Just pause this. Right. Okay. So if I just go back and open up Steam, we'll have a look at the list of games that have come out this week, or the news. I guess the library news. Yeah, so we've gone DF Hack. We've covered that one. Spacecraft we covered. That's a pretty cool little physics game. Civ Galactic Civilizations 4 does have another big update coming out, I think, this month. So keep an eye open for that one. That will be coming fairly soon. And then Battle Mode, I think, has been putting these videos together where I think it's Battle Mode that's been putting these if there's a video attached to it. Yeah, there would be. So that would be. So he's been putting these together for Stardock. We've got the new patch for Solum Infernum, which we spoke about. Zero Sievert with these. In this case, it basically is the new features are the sorting. It's still not great, but it's not bad. So you can sort of do the sorting in through here, different bug fixes. But it does also. They did. Oh, that was just the patch notes for that little one. Hang on, if we just go back there again, there was more as well. Like this is the this just fixes up the like an aspect, but there's been a lot in the 0.4 updates for Zero Sievert. Keeper RL launched this week, and which is absolutely awesome. Just go back and have another look at this. Actually, I might do that in the other. It's sort of got smallish lettering on this one. If I just go back into here, and at least I can show it better. Keeper RL. So yeah, this one just launched this week, which is awesome. Mostly positive, 71%. I can't believe that. Who gave it a low rating in this launch week? It's unbelievable. So the release date was just a few days ago, and again, what an incredible game this is. Like, this is just amazing. I love playing this game. He's done such a great job of it, and anyway, it's on special at the moment. There we go, 25% off for this particular for this one through here. I would still be treating this like early access because even though it's a finished game, there's still going to be a lot more work done on the game. I'm sure of that. Like, it's just such a great game, and it just gets better and better and better as the further on in its developments that it actually does go. So yeah, Dungeon Simulator, really cool game. Anyway, I'm really happy for Michael or Mikhail. I'm not sure how he pronounces his name, but anyway, he's only a single developer. He's done a great job. Anyway, that's that one there. Let's just go back to the other news. Zero Sievert we've gone through. Cogmind we spoke about. Solum Infernum we've spoken about. Age of Wonders 4 with the Wolf update and the Primal Fury DLC. That's been exceptional, actually. That's been incredibly good. Yeah, I'll come back to some of the other comments in just a minute. So, but no, that's been an amazing launch as well. That's such a good. Both the update, the free update, and the content pack are just exceptional. Classified France 44. I've played it a little bit, but I haven't recorded anything for that one. I don't tend to like those sort of games, these sort of commando type games. And the reason I don't often record them is because you end up just showing a walkthrough rather than an actual. You're not talking about the principles of the game loop or anything like that. You're just literally doing a walkthrough. That's why I very rarely touch those sort of games. The only one that I've touched in recent probably years really has been the Shadow Gambit game, which I thought was exceptional. They did that one incredibly well. The others are just a little bit too contained, I guess, because you're just dealing with essentially soldiers. It's the same as well with the Stargate game as well. I've just got pretty much zero interest in it because it's a walkthrough every time you play it. I know you can do it different ways, but anyway, Tiny Combat Arena now it's got a new. Okay, they're just keeping on updating that one all the time. This one's actually interesting. This is I'm guessing with June 2 coming out this week. By the way, if you haven't seen that, or it's only really been out a couple of days, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that. That's been the most impactful sci-fi movie that I've seen since I saw the very, very first Star Wars movies, and like it's that good. It's as like I'm thinking of. I remember going and watching Star Wars when it first came out, watching Aliens when it first came out. This Dune 2 is in that sort of league. It's just exceptional as a movie. So, and you have to see it in the cinema. It's not a movie that you wait for to come back onto your TV. It is just incredible. So it's just amazing. There we go. Michael's saying, watched Dune 2 yesterday. Isn't it incredible? Yeah, so availability saying, I heard that Dune 2 was close to Lord of the Rings levels of production. It's astounding what they've done. Like it's just, and I've read the books, and it actually makes more sense. Like it's good to have read the books when you watch it. I went with a friend of mine who hadn't read the books, and he was confused by a couple of the characters. He didn't know which ones were which, and that was that was one of the things where there was where that was quite interesting. Like basically because I knew what was going on with what the Bene Gesserit, the different characters from there. They were wearing similar clothing, and they should have actually had them wear very, very different clothing. So the Emperor's daughter, for example, the princess, he was getting her confused with another character that was also in the game, and in the movie. But it was other than that, it was just a brilliantly done movie, an incredible movie. And it made so much more sense of the book. Not that I haven't read the book for a long time though. So anyway, that was June 2, really good. So the people saying Harkonnens, God damn it, none of this Harkonnens. Anyway, so I think that Dune Spice Wars is a great little game as well, actually. So I'm guessing they're just going through all the different characters that they had. Now they've actually changed things a little bit. They've had to change their timeline with this particular one. So the different heroes that we actually have for this one, you've got Duncan Idaho, which he gets killed in the first movie. Spoiler if you haven't watched that one. And Gurney Halleck for House Atreides, Glossi Raban, and Aiken Neefud for House Harkonnen. How do you say it again? Drisk and Banerjee for the Smugglers, which I don't think they were in the books. I don't remember them at all. Chani and Otham for the Fremen. I think this should have been the actual leaders of the Fremen. So we've got the Aram Sham and Wensia Carino for House Carino. How's it been? I'm not sure if I don't know. I think that's the Emperor, but I'm not sure. And then we've got House of Kaz as well, which had just come in fairly recently, which was sort of like loosely mentioned, I think, in the books, but never really fleshed out. They were actually an ally traditionally of House Atreides. Anyway, it's just interesting. Got the different councillors, etc. So it's cool that they're. I hope that they do get some traction. I did try again to get my hands on the Dune Imperium game, but I'm just not hearing back from the developer at all. Like I've tried a few times to contact them because I thought that would also be something worth showing while this Dune movie is actually out. So then we've got Mountain Blade Bannerlords. What have we got through there? Just Community Tales. It's okay. This is interesting. Quasimorph has got more content coming. That looks actually pretty cool. Yeah, all opponents. AI opponents and new enemies. This is great. They've done such a good job of this one as well. Items, love them. Yeah, there's a lot that they've done in here. So there's a storyline arc in 3 acts leading to data removed. This is the first major storyline arc consisting of several missions that will significantly affect the situation in the solar system. Oh, nice. This is really becoming exceptional. Quasimorph. 40 new types of weapons. 79 new armor clothing items as well. Oh, nice. More mining type equipment in through there as well. Yeah, so you've got the different classes with their different sorts of weapons. This is really getting fleshed out beautifully. Yeah, whole heap of new toys to play with. Great. I'll have to play that. When did that one come out? That's just today, I think. Or is it coming? It's coming. New major patches just around the corner. What awaits you? Yeah, okay. We'll have to look out for that one. We'll have to look out for that one. That looks really, really cool, actually. That looks it looks like a major. Here we go. Scheduled mid-March. We're aiming for around March 14th. So we'll start watching that one as of next week, I guess. So we'll come back to that one. On the Western Front, I still haven't got my head around how to play that game properly. I'll just skip past these. In fact, that's the end of it there. Yeah, so I've sort of covered, like, there's nothing. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else coming up this week that that is going to be launched. I can't think of anything, to be honest. So it's sort of funny because there's been so much stuff coming out in the last few weeks. There's nothing for Shadow Empire, nothing new in there. Oh, there will be in the coming week. Make sure that if you've got Distant Worlds, that you've got your you're in the beta for it. So I'll just go across, just go into properties, betas, and make sure you're in the open beta. Okay, so beta, it's at the moment, as of today, it's version 1.2.08. It's been like that for 2 weeks, but I believe in the coming days we're going to see another version, which will be quite exciting. So, but it's only going to be the beta update. So make sure you've got that installed, and that will be coming. I'm sure that by next week we'll be covering those changes in the ChatTactic session for that one through there. Guy Bellewy's saying, what is that? I see Field of Glory Kingdoms. Give us a peek. That's getting close, guys. That's getting close as well. I'm not allowed to show. Am I allowed to show anything? That's the beta. I think it'll just come up. Yeah, there's nothing hidden there. There's nothing to show. Anyway, I'm not allowed to talk about that one. But it's that is getting close as well. So now where was it? So Chris is saying, or whatever happened to Alliance of the Sacred Sons? I'm not sure. What's the status of that one? I think it's the Sacred Sons. This is a Hooded Horse game, isn't it? Yeah, this is this hasn't been released yet. I'm on the list for it because I've asked for it, and like, you know, the contact I have at Hooded Horse has said, yep, no, when it's ready, it's going to be you'll get it. But there's other games coming before this. Like if we have a look at the Hooded Horse stable of games, there's a lot more coming before this one launches. So Alliance is going to be one of the last, one of the later ones. So here we go. So actually, Bubo is saying, did you see the suggestion to check out Astronauts? I'll jot that one down. Actually, I haven't. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of the comments here. My problem with those games is I'm just so bad at them. So I'll jot that one on my list. But yeah, Hooded Horse, they've got a big year this year coming out, and where is it? Historical Strategies, Beyond the Stars. Yeah, Xenonauts 2 keeps on updating now all the time as well. Terra Invicta, I think, had an update a little while back. Just trying to think. Yeah, let's look at the upcoming games. So now Falling Frontier has been pushed back to next year, I believe. I think. But Breachway is coming in just a few weeks as well. I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm sort of expecting to get my hands on that one in the next week or so. So that would be great. So that one, I'm really looking forward to this one. This is very much like FTL, the way it sort of does play out. So that there's a lot coming before the other ones. Like Manor coming in April as well. That's going to come right at about the same time that the Dwarf Fortress adventure mode hits as well. I think they're the same week. I can't remember when Dwarf Fortress was planned. It may be earlier in the month for Dwarf Fortress. Norland, Medieval Kingdom sim that creates stories. That sounds really cool as well. Way of the Wrath. So a lot of these they're not committing themselves to a lot of these different areas, but there's a lot coming this year. Capital Command, there's just so much they've got. So much more in here than what I've seen recently as well. Mars Tank. I'm really looking forward to this one. I don't know when that one's going to come, but no, there's a lot coming. And then Menace, of course, as well, which, you know, like that's, I'm not sure even sure when that's going to come. There's a lot of games that they've, nearly every single one of their games in the upcoming releases is really exciting. But Falling Frontier, unfortunately, has been pushed back to 2025. So, but Breachway is the next one really on the list for them. So Guy Bellaby's saying there's been a big update to Against the Storm out today. Oh, has there? Let's have a look and see. The new releases. There we go. Against the Storm. So yeah, overwhelmingly positive. Look at that. Look at that. 95% cat. You're going against the grain there. If like this is an exceptional game. But this is scrub that. I might be talking bollocks. Okay, there we go. I don't know. Like they do bring out big changes every so often. Yeah, I'm not sure. What else? Oh, that's just Sons of Valhalla. That's okay. Just go to the community hub. Just see when the last, because they do bring them out fairly regularly. Yeah, they've got 35% off at the moment by the looks of things. Actually, when was that? Yeah, that's just started, I think. 35% off. That was in February. What's new in update 1.2? Don't know if we covered that or not, actually. So just tweaks, I think, to the way it sort of does work. This is new. I haven't seen this before. Yeah, anyway, that's Against the Storm. So Dusty Monk saying I'm looking forward to the Crust. I don't know that one, actually. Let's just go back to look at a few of these. The Crust. Q3 2024. Yeah, I don't know much about that one. Narrative base builder. When I say the word narrative, I actually turn off these sort of games because that means walkthrough. Looks good though. Looks nice. Like Factorio, I guess. And what was the other one we're going to look at? Astronauts. I have seen this, actually. I have seen this. There's a hardcore Neue space sim. Manage life aboard your ship. Beware the cost of every decision you make. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, I'll see if I can get my hands on that one. Yeah, Chris is saying, yep, God Galaxy is updating Against the Storm. There we are. That looks quite an interesting game, actually. That's all. That's unfortunately that's. No, that was actually that's by the same makers. Oh, this is old. Actually, I probably won't ask for that one because it looks like it was the same developers as that last bit of the video. Modern Wolf is the people who make the Zero Sievert. So so that's actually that looks like they came from this to Zero Sievert. Guy Bellaby saying, when you mentioned a game called The Crust, my mind immediately went to a bakery. Yeah, I'm the same. I was the same as well. Okay, what else is there to have a look at? I think because of my back, I'm going to probably just try to cut this a bit shorter than normal, just so I can stretch my back out properly. It's been quite painful. It's not too bad at the moment, but it's I know if I sit in one spot for too long. Sorbical saying I've been playing Pacific Drive, the weird survival road trip game with very X-Files roadside picnic vibes. If you want something different, it's very good and atmospheric. I've heard it's very, very good. So anyway, let's get the marble run started. So we'll just go back in. We'll get good old Nightbot in and log in. So this is for a Stellaris. Where have I got it? Stellaris Galactic Paragons DLC is for the win today. And we'll just go back into giveaways. What you're going to need to do is I'll just put star as the keyword. So if you just type the word star in there, so we're going to be doing this a bit earlier than what I normally do. So we'll if you just type star in, we'll then get the list of names. In the meantime, I'll just get myself a drink of water. And so Chris is saying I have lower back pain. I take dihydrochloroquine. I don't know what that is. It works wonders. I've got ruptured discs. That's the trouble. It's not muscular. It's unfortunately it's but then the muscular starts to pull in on it and makes it worse. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay. Let's put a thing on my back there, push it back a bit. There we go. So I'll wait a little bit longer for the names to come in. In the meantime, we'll get marbles started. Yeah, someone was saying I ruptured a disc in my back once, 5 weeks in bed if I recall. Yes, no, it's not pleasant. So people saying that sucks about the back. I guess many of us old-timer gamers are starting to have bad back problems here. Yeah, it is frustrating. I've had it for years and years, and it was sort of misdiagnosed as muscular at one point, and that made it a lot worse, the treatment. Alright, so we're just going to continue. Now, when we go to Grand Prix, I can't set the thing up, so I need to go back the other way. I need to go back to race, and so I've got this little thing in through here. So, just go and add the names. Clear. Right, okay, so Chris, you're not listed there, but I'll still pop you in it as well, if that's okay. Oh, it's only a short run today, only 19. Control C. Oh, I don't have it open. Oh, 20, we've got 20 in there. Sorry, let's get the chat back again. So I was saying in my case I was falling off a rock face. I'm only myself to blame. Yeah, I think, well, we've all done. Mine was actually going over and hitting my head in the surf, like from being dumped, which I'm sort of, it could have been a lot worse. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Let's just go back into select. Is it under there? Find, replace. Let's replace all. No need, I have it. This is Chris, okay. Alright, so I've only got 19 players. That's all fine. Just go and save it. And we'll get back into it. Okay, so I think I missed it. It says, yeah, you're not in there, Sithil. I'll throw you in there. Okay, all right, everyone else is in. Save that one, and in we go. So we'll just go and open. 20, finish. Okay, so back to play. Now that we've got that in there, I can now do the Grand Prix. I'm going to play 4 maps. We were going to experiment with something, but let's just play randoms. Let's just do a quick one through here. Maybe in a couple of weeks' time we'll try something a bit different. Dusty Monk saying I missed you too. Okay, I can pop you in there. Okay. There we go. Finish. So 21. Okay, you're pretty sure you'll be in the top 20. Maybe. Okay, we don't know what we're going to get. It's all just going to be random maps. So good luck, guys. Here we go. Marbles on stream. Yep, they're all the names, so that's all good. Okay, start. Have we had this one before? I think we may have. Who's the first out? Michael and Dave, Sithel. Then we've got a whole group of people coming in after that. Who's going to be the first one past here? Availability through Sorbicol, Tiny Mutant, Dusty Monk now on the other side. Coming back the other side. Who's going to fall off? So availability still out in front. Pushing to the right. Sorry, to the left. Dusty Monk's on the other side. Who's going to make it through? If anyone takes that middle road... No, everyone's now missed the middle road. Now there's a booster on the other side. So Dusty Monk may get ahead. Yep, Dusty Monk's... Oh, Dave is off. And Michael is off as well. And they've just popped... Oh, Silvercall's miles out. He's gone. Everyone's being pushed off. Okay, the others are through. Who have we got in front this time? We've got Tiny Mutant Squid, Original Intent, Sithel. There goes Dusty Monk. Are you going to make it? Are you going to make it? Are you going to make it? Nope. Here we go. Tiny Mutant Squid coming in for the win. Just watch and see what actually happens here. It's going to be Tiny Mutant Squid for sure, I think. Oh, yeah, straight through. Oh, no! He's been thrown right back. Here comes Sithel. Here comes Sithel. Oh, and Sithel's the winner. There we go. Is ZXM coming in next? Joseph CB. Legit spoon. Oh, no, he's been thrown back as well. Gary Radigar is off the map. Bubicus made it through. Rocklight is through. Availability. Here comes, finally comes Tiny Mutant Squid again. And unfortunately, availability's gone. The lot didn't finish that map. So there's going to be some interesting points in here. So we've got... sorry, did I almost have done your name wrong? Oh no, there we go. Sithel there. So a lot of did not finishes. Now what that means is, when we look at the Grand Prix ratings, everyone got good points, but the people who didn't finish get 0 points. And so so essentially we've got like a group out in front, and then a lot of people are just on 0 as well. So anyway, that's where we are. We'll just go to the next map. It's going to be Excite Marble. Yeah, poor Tiny Mutant Squid. Well, he did finish. He still got points. This is 3 laps of this particular one. Might just go back in and just follow a few of these, or just follow Guy Bellaby. See who ends up in front. So I think it's the first one around. That's the first lap. Actually, Guy's not doing too badly. Oh no, there's a lot in front of him now. Looks like Elephant Man out in front again. Elephant Man winning. That's the last lap. Sithel out in front. Wow, Sithel may win both. Just got to do this corner right, Sithel, and then you've won. And I think you have. I think you have. No, yes he did. Yes he did. Wow, that was a close finish there. Sithel wins 2 races in a row. Wow, there we go. Final results. Let's have a look and see what the leaderboard is now. So you're going to be miles out in front. So you've got the, we just go to the Grand Prix standing. So you've got 40 points at this stage. Actually, ZXM came in second both times as well. So it's the same one, first, second finish on these things, which is very, very cool. And Joseph's actually not that far off either, like up to 20 points. So Sithel's 10 points ahead at the moment, which can still change. If you do come in 10th, you do then get another 10 points. So it's sort of like, so even though there might be a third, like CB may have come in, I'm not sure if, actually, yeah, CB probably came in third in both. Just have a look and see. If you look at the results. Oh no, CB must have been 10th, yeah. You get 10 points for coming into 10th place. So, can Sithel hold on to this big, big lead, or can ZXM come through and actually, you know, take it from him? Here we go, the gauntlet. This sounds daunting. All right, so start. Out they come. Should be the first one through. Here we go. Here we are. Radigar out in front. Bubo coming through as well. Not sure where the danger point's going to be for this one. Radigar still out in front. Yeah. Well, here comes availability. Availability sort of happened to sneak into the lead there, just in front of Radigar. Straight through. I think you skipped over the top of the other players, but here we go. Joseph, Radigar, legit spoon as well. But availability is the first one through by the looks. Yeah, the legit spoon's in there now. The availability is on the next rung down, along with Dusty Monk. Okay, no one's fallen off yet. That may change. Whoa, Dusty Monk's hit the edge, so they're very, very close at the moment between these two. There goes ZXM on the other rung. ZXM needs to pick up 10 points. Everyone else needs to pick up a lot of other points. Dusty Monk coming through. Bypassed all of those. Coming straight through now. Availability coming in second. Legit Spoon third. Bubo fourth. Radigar fifth. ZXM sixth, but has now been stalled. He's aiming for 10th spot. Here comes. Now this one could be fraught with danger. This could be interesting. So see who lands and who doesn't. Yeah, availability's in. No, he's not. Availability's fallen off, I think. Oh no, he's still in. He's still in it. Dusty Monk's off. Sticky Wicket's off. Radigar's off. Tiny Mutant Squid's off. Here comes Legit Spooner for the win. Wow. Dave Flute is off. So we've only got one winner so far. Here comes Rocklight. Now, there goes Joseph. ZXM. Well, here comes Sithel. And is Sithel going to... he's off as well. So it's all for you here, ZXM. You could get... you want to get 10th. No, you can't. You're already back past that point. Here comes Sorbicol. He's gone as well. There's only eight stages left. Okay, so 5th is not going to give you enough points, I don't think. But it's close. You've certainly closed the gap. Okay, so just got Guy Bellaby and Original Intent to come. And race will be over anyway in 12 seconds, but that's it. Okay, so that's good. Well done, Legit Spoon. Excellently done. Let's go to the final results, and we'll have a look at the actual Grand Prix results. Was that the third map? I think it was. So we've got one more map to go. All right, the Grand Prix standings are, on 40 points we've got Scythel, 38 points we've got ZXM, so he's picked up 8 points there with that 5th place. Legit Spoon is on 31 points. We've got 25 points for Bubo. We've got 24 points for Rocklight. Then we've got 22 points for Gary Oak. A couple on 20 there, CB and Joseph, down to 16, etc., etc. So everyone looks like they've got at least 1 point now. So anyway, last race, see how we go. Very, very tight between Scythel and ZXM. Actually, even 31 is still very, very doable. Let's have a look and see how we go between these three. Actually, 25 may be hard to sort of get back in from there. I mean, it is 20 points if you do win. So technically it could still actually happen. Anyway, Scythel, ZXM and Legit Spoon. Let's just see how we go. This is Marble Centauri. Okay, start. We want to look and see who's... Okay, Legit Spoon is putting in a big early run to take the lead. Tiny Mutant Squid, where's the others? ZXM is way in the middle of the pack, and Scythel's at the back end of the pack. Legit Spoon coming around. Miles out in front. This could be the win. This could be the win if the others don't finish higher up. Oh, don't get stuck here. Michael straight through. Original Intent. Legit Spoon really needs the win. Really needs the win badly. Sorbical's gone. Yeah, there's ZXM. Scythel is way at the back, I think. Oh, there you are. Actually, not that far behind. Oh, it's going to be a big one. This is Tiny Mutants. Actually, let's go back to the third place, which is Legit Spoon. We'll just watch what happens here. Can you get the lead? You're not making any gains here at all, but you need it. Oh, now you have. Now you have. And straight through. You need to take this lead back. No, you've lost a bit of ground there, I think. Sicky Wicket's gone. He's off the map. Just keep on watching this leader because Legit Spoon needs the win. Original Intent, Tiny Mutant Squid. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Okay, he's now hit second. And he missed. He missed. He didn't get the full run on that one. Okay, so, but Scythel's now in 10th space. That's good enough to to absolutely pretty much secure the win. I don't know where ZXM is gone. Must be further back. Yep, no, Legit Spoon's out of it. Where are the others? They're a long way back. There goes CB and Guy Bellaby have just fallen off as well. There might be more falling off here as well, I would guess. Let's have a look and see. Oh, they've made it through. ZXM must have fallen off before. Okay, so it really is... Legit Spoon is still coming in third, actually. And if Scythel falls off, that's a win. Okay, Legit Spoon got third place. And Scythel did fall off. Damn it, I just missed it there. So Scythel's gone. I think Legit Spoon's won the Grand Prix. Wow, what a finish! I think he did fall. Scythel fell right at the end here with this thing here. It pops up really suddenly. Where is it? Yeah. Anyway, so Joseph, well done. You're on the actual victory. So I don't think you had enough points to get in and do it. But let's Let's go and have a bit of a look and see what we got. So Matthew Logan got the 10th spot, so that was 10 points back in through there. I don't think anyone else, I think Legit Spoon is the only one that really had a good chance of getting the win. Let's have a look at the Grand Prix standings. Yeah, oh, there we go. Actually, in the end, Joseph actually got 40 points. So, and it was Sithel got 43. Wow. Wow, what a finish. So, Joseph, you were actually very close to getting in the running there. That's amazing. Okay, so that's actually, and Sithel came in third place with 40 points, so it will equal second. And ZXM with 38. So you two, if you just need to get a place, and you would have actually won, I think. So very lucky for Legit Spoon. Let's have a look and see the. Let's go back and finish the Grand Prix. Yeah, ZXM thought it was going to have it. Yeah, it wouldn't have taken much. So in third place we have Joseph Hovath and Sithel in equal second place, really, and then Legit Spoon coming out way on top. Congratulations, Legit Spoon. If you can email me, I can then send you the key. I'll just go and grab the let's put that in there. That's tactic.com. So if you can just email me, I can then get the key out to you. So but congratulations, that was a good, I like this point system actually. This is actually fairly cool, but at least we're getting some pretty close results at the back end of the game. Like that was between first and fourth is pretty good. Like that's actually not too bad at all. Even fifth place, you know, like it keeps people in the game for a lot longer. Yeah, Sithel saying just lost at the end. Yeah, well, no, if ZXM and Sithel had stayed on the race, you probably would have won with the way that one was finishing. Anyway, well done, guys. I'll catch you next week. There'll be more games releasing, no doubt, this week. I just can't remember what they actually are. So we'll, but anyway, we'll sort of follow the. Yeah, there you go. So, sorry, Turank, you are too late. But we just finished it off just then. I'm actually started. I've got a bad back, so I'm sort of trying to finish a bit earlier today. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear the rain bucketing down outside, but we've got very heavy rain here. Yeah, just the same. My best finish yet. Yeah, that was close. It was a very close finish there in the end. Equal second. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you later.